get in position, and I'll bring these guys on. In 3, 2.
This is the HAN Network, the leader in local news, sports, arts, and entertainment in southwestern Connecticut.
The following is a presentation of the HAN Network, the leader for local news, sports, and entertainment in Fairfield and Westchester counties.
From Alumni Hall on the campus of Fairfield University, it's high school basketball on the HAN Network as we get ready for game number 2. As tonight, it's the boys' game in this doubleheader of the 2016 Officials versus Cancer Classic, the Battle of Trumbull on the HAN Network. The Trumbull Eagles will take on the St. Joseph Cadets. I'm Rob Adams. Jake Zimmer will join me for the call, but right here on the pregame show, we're going to have a couple of special guests to get things started. We've got the 2 athletic directors who are responsible for this event tonight, Kevin Butler of St. Joseph, Mike King of Trumbull. Gentlemen, first of all, thank you both for having us here this evening.
Thank you for coming. We both are thrilled that you're here, and that people who couldn't make it here have a chance to watch it at home.
Kevin, how did this start?
Our head coach of our women's side, Chris Linwald, came to Mike and I 2 years ago with the idea. Came to fruition last year, and it's just been wonderful. You know, both communities have bought in. It's a wonderful crosstown rival, and we can just build a great relationship. Student bodies come out, both teams, coaching staffs, and all of our staff just do a great job making the event go.
Mike, we talked about it in the first game, Jake and I. You know, cancer touches everyone. That's what it comes down to.
No doubt, and people have been very generous tonight, and the officials have been fantastic, donating their time and being a part of this. And our coaches and the kids get into it, and like you said, it touches everybody.
Seemed like a lot of camaraderie on the court for the first game, Kevin, a lot of hugs after the game. At that point, you kind of forget about the final score.
Yeah, I think everyone realizes, we all want to compete, we all want to do our best, but it's about giving back to a great organization that really needs it. And really, a lot of the student bodies are close friends, living in the same towns. A lot of the staffs work together on so many events, so it's just a lot of fun, and we're just glad everyone comes out tonight.
Mike, you guys had a little free throw shooting contest at the middle of game 1. What went on out there?
We had a little meeting, and we tried to figure out how we could raise more attention and raise some more money, and Dan Newman came up with this idea, and the 6 of us said, sure, why not? I think the principals and the coaches were great sports. We had some fun with it.
By the way, your form looked pretty good out there, I have to admit.
Thank you very much.
On your side, Kevin, what happened over there with you guys?
Well, you can tell we haven't been in the gym a lot, but we had a blast, and it was great to have Principal Keene come out. He's new to our community. He's loving it tonight, and we were able to have Coach Babineau, coaches 2 of our women's sports, come out. So we all had a great time, and it was a lot of fun for everyone involved. So
when all is said and done tonight, Mike, what do you want to take out of this evening?
I just hope it's a great night for the Trumbull community. We all get together. If you see people talking to each other, bumping into each other, we're on different sides tonight. We're in different colors, but a lot of the people in this community, these kids on the court, grew up playing together in middle school and elementary, AAU, the parents are friends. It's just a good night for the Trumbull community.
Same question, Kevin. What do you want to take out of tonight?
The one thing is it's all about the kids, and the kids show their heart and soul on the court. Our student bodies come out, and it's just a great night. Our parents all have a wonderful night, and they all know it's for a great cause, and that's the number one reason we're all out here tonight. So
you guys have been so great to us. It's fun to be here, and we're looking forward to the second game. Thank you both.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. Love it.
Kevin Butler of St. Joseph, Mike King of Trumbull. We take a break. Starting lineups, tip-off, basketball, the boys coming up. You're watching the FCAC on the HAN Network.
Healthy, confident smiles begin at Stratford Orthodontics. Conveniently located on Main Street, we are Stratford's hometown orthodontist. We offer the latest in orthodontic technology, including Damon braces and Invisalign. We always accept new patients. Call today to schedule a complimentary consultation. 203 203-375-8332. Stratford Orthodontics, 2499 Main Street, Stratford. 203-375-8332. And online at stratfordsmile.com.
You are watching the HAN Network, and you're not alone. Nearly 500,000 viewers enjoyed our broadcasts in the first 5 months. Advertise on the network that reaches Fairfield County, Connecticut's most engaged audience. Contact Jessica Murrin, Advertising Director, at 203-273-7312 or email jessica@han.network.
Back at Alumni Hall, now we bring in Jake Zimmer for the second game as we get ready for the starting lineups. And Jake, you know, we're watching a couple of teams now that are coming in with, you got Trumbull on one side at 4-1, St. Joseph at 1-2. Each team just starting the FCAC season. But again, you sense that if you look at it that way, could it be Trumbull's night? Well, that's why we toss the ball and we play the game.
Yeah, it's going to be this is one of those weird, unique years where the FCAC's up for grabs again. It was dominated before by the likes of St. Joe's for the longest time. St. Joe's, you had Bridgeport Central doing very well for a while, and Trinity. It was those basically three teams for a long time, a great number of years. And now it's up for grabs. It's one of those years, so it's definitely going to be interesting to see what each team comes out with here at Alumni Hall.
As a matter of fact, St. Joseph coming off their first FCAC game, they lost to Greenwich in overtime this week. So they are off and running on their season, and we'll meet the starting lineups here in just a moment. Thanks to the ADs for coming out and joining us. And admittedly, with the Trumbull fans right here behind us, we're making friends and fans with Trumbull, which I don't know how you feel about that.
Again,
you want to go call the game from the other side?
Maybe that's not such a bad idea. I'm not that kind of fan.
No, you're not. You're an unbiased broadcaster. All right, we will get ready to listen to the starting lineups as they are introduced, as we are all set for game number 2 tonight. Game 1 went all the way of Trumbull. They won 42-23.
Following back on your football comment,
yes, sir.
The Chiefs knock off the Houston Texans 30-0. Brian Hoyer with 5 turnovers. 5.
That's not good. I saw somebody in a Steelers jersey up in the crowd, so...
And she's still over there, yep.
My people are represented.
Of course. There you go.
All right, time to listen to the introductions of the starting lineups.
Trumbull High School. Starting at Jordan, number 23, 20. Number 26.
It's so loud in here you can almost barely make out the PA announcer. Just in case you couldn't hear them, we'll reintroduce them in a moment. It's loud in here. We're ready for the boys' game. We'll take a break. We'll come back and get it started. You need basketball. It's coming up right after this. You're watching the FCAC on the HAN Network.
Denali is your outdoor retail destination in the Westfield Trumbull Mall. For the last 21 years, we have carefully selected clothing, footwear, and gear from a variety of the best outdoor brands, such as the North Face, Patagonia, Vineyard Vines, UGG, Merrell, GoPro, New Balance, and many more. Our stores have a friendly, knowledgeable staff to help you with all of your running, hiking, and cold weather needs, and in discovering all things outdoorsy and awesome. Visit us in the Westfield Trumbull Mall or online at denalioutdoor.com.
I really wanted something that felt like a home. Coming from a big house, I wanted the feel of a home as opposed to a condo. The construction is incredible, whether it's the floors, the fireplace, the moldings, the lighting. It's as peaceful as my home was in the middle of the woods. It feels like a house. It does not feel like a condo or a townhome. I feel like I'm in my house.
Remind you of the last time you went into a car dealership? Experience stress-free waters at Pamby Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram and find out how easy buying a car really is.
Hi, I'm Rob Adams with my good friend Donald Eng, and we're the home team for Nutmeg Sports, Monday through Wednesday at 2 o'clock right here on the HAN Network. We are the place for all things Connecticut sports, so come hang out with us on Nutmeg Sports. Don? They don't call him the best color man in the game for nothing. Nutmeg Sports, 2 o'clock, Monday through Wednesday right here on the HAN Network.
Eller 14, which we have. Oh, Telford 20, okay.
So Lucy's wearing 5. I saw him run out. Maybe you're right. All right, we are back. Jake and I were talking about important things, changes in numbers we think on the roster, thus the conversation you were kind of joining us on.
Yeah.
But in any event, we're back.
Our statistician over here, Dan Gardella, he sent me the roster today, and I said, that doesn't add up. And then his roster ended up being the right version. So, yes, we have Deneen wearing 21. And it looks like Lucy's wearing 5, yep. So, little roster issues to work out, but we got it. Nothing we can't handle.
Nothing we can't handle, you're right. All right, you didn't hear him. Let's try it again. Cam Menifee, Omar Telford, Joe Lucy, and Tim Deneen for St. Joseph. For Trumbull, Jack Moore, Chris Lyons, Johnny McElroy, John Foll, and Bennett McCullough, and we are underway for game number 2. Into the front court. It's Trumbull controlling it. It's McCullough. Now brings it back out. That's a 3 to get it started.
McElroy is lethal from three-point range. I had this call last year, actually. Wow, they're going to bring up Telford for a travel here. Yeah, the St. Joe's Trumbull game here at Alumni Hall last year was one, and McElroy had a lot of points, well over 20.
So McElroy inbounds it, gets it into the front court. They go, 20 seconds gone by, 3-0 Trumbull. Bounce pass goes into the blocks, fighting for it, McCullough. They scrum for it, and it's the Eagles to get it back. Trumbull in the black and the white. Driving down, it's McElroy, brings it back out. Lyons from downtown, that bounces off the backboard, but they fight for the board and they get it back. Losing the handle on it was Moore. Moore gets it back. 44 seconds gone by, 3-0. To the baseline, a travel turns it over.
Officials this evening, Pete Vicente is the referee and Joe Stage the umpire this evening. Again, officials versus Cancer. Sporting the pink whistles this evening.
I mentioned Chris Kalin in the first game. Cato is watching at home, but a shout out to daughter Karen as well as to wife Chrissy. They are all watching back in Stamford. 1 minute gone by, first quarter. Dealing to the baseline. St. Joe's trying to cut it to 1. Now trying to tie it from downtown. It's an air ball as it goes out of bounds as Menifee misses. And that will always get you a nice amount of grief from the opposing fans.
Oh yeah, nothing but love. It's all in good fun, I'm sure.
Telfer to inbound. Takes a look, does get it in. Eller near side. Driving, he goes up top. Goes to the far side for Joe Lucy. Calling a play, they bring it near side for Telfer. Telfer right hand on the dribble. I suddenly feel like Dick Vitale.
He's got the ball, baby!
Far side Menifee. Telfer to Menifee. Right back to Telfer. Drive, splits defenders, scoops off glass, no good. Rebounded McCullough. 3-0 Trumbull. Just about 2 gone by in the first quarter. Across the line goes Full. Heads off to the corner for a 3 that's an air ball by Moore, but the offensive board recovered by Full. Takes a look. He's got Telfer on him. Drives. Gives it off between the circles, goes left side for Jack Moore. Lob down low, McCullough makes it 5-0.
One of the keys here for St. Joe is going to be to stop Ben McCullough and stop down low with Lyons as well. They have 2 real big guys that are going to kill them offensive rebounds.
Telfer to Lucy, near side, up top Eller. Goes far side Telfer, back up top Menifee. Menifee right hand on the dribble. Great crowd on hand tonight. Near side Eller, dishes back up top. Controlled by Lucy, the senior, to the near side again for Eller. Eller starts his drive, dishes back out Telfer. Right into the paint it goes and thrown out of bounds. .5:29 to go in the first quarter, Jake. 5-0.
Electric crowd. Unbelievable. Even more so than the game 1. I didn't think that was possible.
McElroy, bounce pass, gets it to McCullough. Across they go. Moore from 3. It's good.
Spreading the wealth here so far. 3 different players scoring the points here tonight for Trumbull.
They start on an 8-0 run as it goes and becomes a foul on the near side. Chris Lyons picks up the foul, his first.
And he did push him beforehand, but he had a beautiful swat after the fact. Fortunately, it didn't count for anything.
Called it on the floor. First team foul. They'll get it in. Using the head fake goes Menifee. Bounce pass goes to the baseline. Trying to deal through that is Deneen, and he throws it away. Taken back by Full. Now they play a tip drill out in the backcourt. Dishing ahead, it goes between men to Eller and a whistle. It'll go the other way.
Yeah, a lot of fans from Trumbull wanted a double dribble on Curtis Eller, and it very well could have been. Might have picked up the ball and kept dribbling after the initial stop there.
Head coaches both very familiar with basketball here in the town of Trumbull. Chris Watts played at St. Joe's, while across the way, Buddy Bray has been the head coach at Trumbull for a long time. Pull-up jumper at the elbow is good for Moore. He has 5 and a timeout.
Adding on to your comments about Chris Watts, he played under Rick Bettino's Providence College Friars back in the day as well. Quite the standout player.
4:34 remaining in the first quarter. A full timeout taken. We will take a quick timeout as well. A 10-0 run to start here. You're watching the FCAC on the HAN network.
Darien Sport Shop is a unique store because it's a family store. A busy mom can come in with kids in tow and find everything she needs for them, and even find a dress for herself for Saturday night. And if she's in a rush, she can simply go home and order it from us that night. We'll deliver it the next day. The Darien Sport Shop. We're pretty on the outside and amazing on the inside. Conveniently located with free and easy parking at 1127 Post Road, Darien, Connecticut. Or shop us online at dariensport.com.
I'm John Kovach. I'm a newspaper editor. I'm a high school football coach. I'm a television presenter. and I want you to love fishing as much as I do. Tune into Yankee Fisherman, Thursdays at 1 on the HAN Network. It's like going to the tackle shop without leaving your office.
Back here at Fairfield, 10-0 the score. Omar Telfer with the ball, the junior in the front court, comes near side, on the dribble, sends it across into the corner, a three, that is good. First points of the night. Joe Lucy cuts it to a 10-3 game.
Lucy has some big shoes to fill this year. Departure of a lot of guards. Aaron Sells let that hole wide open.
I believe McElroy, or was it Lyons, made it 12-3.
I think it was Lions.
All right, we'll go with it. 12-3, the lead back to 9, and almost more, but instead errant, it goes the other way. Recovered by Menifee. Now hands it off and rejected out of bounds.
If the crowd wasn't pumped up before, I don't know what this is. This is just electricity from the Trumbull bomb squad behind us.
There is a bomb squad for St. Joe's, let's be clear on that.
Significantly less in population might speak to the ratio there.
Lions did pick up a foul for over the back. Free throw, good. Second free throw coming up. It's 12-4 right now. Second on the way, up and good. (12-5) the score, 3:39 to go in the first quarter. On the inbound, comes back to McElroy. Johnny McElroy over the line. Almost slid. In fact, did slide, but was able to control the ball. Gets it back near side. Starts his drive, splits defenders, backs it out McCullough. The big man takes a look. Right hand on the dribble, goes right. Now slipping again. It's got to be a moisture spot over there. Something soft over on that side of the floor.
Yeah, saw that in the girls' game a couple of times. Not great traffic going on over there.
Knocked around, and a whistle, a holding foul will be called.
So Telford's going to get rung up for it. He does not agree with it whatsoever, but
he does not get the final call.
Of course, the men in stripes know better than we do.
Near side it goes. Here's McCullough. Turns around from the blocks. Can't hit. Tipped. Rattled around. Telfer the rebound. Fighting through Omar Telfer goes far side. Driving Menifee. Menifee pulls up. 10. Good.
It's a great job by Menifee. He's kind of combo guard forward, and he uses that to his advantage with his size and his speed.
A 7-2 run right now for the Cadets as they climb back into it. The deficit is 5, and this one's thrown out of bounds. However, last touched by St. Joseph.
Looks like that'll be Will Quigley coming in exchange for Deneen. Deneen, of course, a fellow Monroe native.
What are you implying? That you're a Monroe native?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay. 2.5 to go.
Hence the term fellow.
I thought so. Clarification is what we're all about. Here's a three from downtown. That's good.
Beautiful contested three from Jack Moore. Can't get better than that.
Moore has 7, and it's 15-7. Here's Omar Telfer, near side. Gets it back, starts his drive, and a foul call that's going the other way.
Off-ball foul on Will Quigley. Wow.
That's his first. As it goes back the other way, driving, bounce pass McCullough. Put it up, it doesn't fall, but a foul.
Quigley was rung up again. That's 2 fouls in probably about 15 seconds for Will Quigley. It's never a good thing in general in any sport when your big man is is in foul trouble this early.
Here's McCullough at the line. First one up and no good.
And over the years, that's been Ben McCullough's weakness at the free throw line. He's good at just about everything else, but he cannot make the free throws at the efficiency that they'd like him to.
Second on the way, up, no good. Taken back, however, by Quigley. Telfer up top, had Jack Moore on him, goes to the far sideline. Menifee over there. Menifee deals Quigley. Quigley drives to the blocks, tipped away, taken back. At the other end, looking for more. It's up, it won't fall, it's a travel. Yes, it went through, but it is a travel to turn it over.
Good sell by the Trumbull players, too. They almost had me believing it was a foul.
You know, you got to sell it.
And it's phenomenal defense by Curtis Eller there as well.
Near side. Up top, they move it around. Menifee, Telfer, way downtown, no good. Fighting for the loose ball, saving it. Good job by Trumbull and McElroy as it goes out of bounds at the other end. 15-7 the score, 1:18 remaining in the first quarter.
Pretty fast-paced game so far. You see a lot of the ball's going back and forth down the court really quickly.
Telfer. Telfer moves far side. Three coming Menifee. That was too strong. It'll go back the other way with under 1 to go in the first. Driving, three coming, rattles around, no good. Offensive board, fighting underneath, strong to the hole, another try, and it's Telfer grabbing the loose ball. They bring it back. Menifee, far side. Telfer up top. Telfer to the free throw line. Brings it over here for a three. That's no good. Tried by Lucy.
Checking in for the Eagles, number 15,
Few challenges on the roster. We adjust on the fly.
And we just go with the flow, Rob. It's the best way to do it.
That's it. On the inbound, quick three, Menifee. No, that's strong, but an offensive board. That's good, and a foul. Josh Reeves to the line.
Yeah, Reeves just a freshman, and he is quite the basketball player. He's definitely a great addition to this team. Watts is very proud using him.
Free throw coming. The bonus is good.
Okay, just got that confirmed from Dan, so we're all set. That was indeed Josh Reeves.
And I believe Eddie Giovanni, the senior, picked up the foul.
Yes, he did. I can definitely confirm that.
I would appreciate a direct line into the public address at this point. It's hard to hear over here. But it's fun. Down to 20 to go in the first quarter. It's a 5-point game. Heading into the corner. They work it underneath. Off glass. It's good. Alexander Recker makes it a 17-10 game. Up top, Telfer tried to hit at the buzzer. It doesn't fall in the first quarter. Comes to an end. Trumbull up 7 at 17-10. We will pause, take a timeout. We will start the second quarter right after this. A 7-point lead for Trumbull on top of St. Joseph in the 2016 Officials versus Cancer Classic on the HAN Network.
It's time to come back to hometown banking, where people are taken into account, not just balances. Where community comes first. A place where there's more than one kind of interest. Where automation will never replace consideration. Where they not only know your name, they know your dog's name too. It's time to expect more. It's time to bank well. Bank smart. Bank local. Bank well.
All right, we're back at Alumni Hall. As the cheerleaders gather out in front of us. Trumbull cheerleaders. A nice scene here with the Trumbull cheerleaders, having a great time with that.
And I mean, if you're not watching, you can even just take a listen. That's the vibe of this game today. What a fun, fast-paced game to call in the first quarter, I thought. That was just a great exhibition of basketball.
There'll be a half-court shot coming up at halftime. That'll be fun as well. But here we've got a 7-point game. Let's get back to business. Trumbull and St. Joseph. The Eagles up 7 with Jake Zimmer on Rob Adams courtside in Fairfield. Telfer's got it up top for the Cadets. That's what it says on the front of the jerseys. The SJ on the left side of the shorts. The white with the maroon numbers outlined in gold as they head to the far side. Very sharp-looking uniforms. Telfer the 3. That's good.
And you mentioned the uniforms. That's part of a major uniform overhaul that St. Joseph had in the last 3 years. They all look great in all sports.
Over the line comes Joe Nemchek for Trumbull. Had it knocked away, almost stolen, now recovered and taken by McElroy. Fighting away, he goes to the right corner. The head fake by Moore. Moore into the blocks and a foul.
Could be Quigley, but let's find out. And it's not. It's going to be...
Got him on the arm, and I believe it went on Reeves.
And it was on Reeves indeed.
Reeves, his first fourth-team foul. No gold to be found on the Trumbull uniform. First free throw, good. Got a friendly bounce.
That's an interesting jet black that they're going with. Jet black with a nice couple of dual white stripes on both sides.
Says Trumbull on the front, all block style. Nothing fancy about the numbers. Again, annoying traditionalist that I am. I like it. He hits both. It's 19-13, a 6-point lead. Trumbull has led all the way. The lead was once 10, and that was at 10-0. Telfer into the front court, goes right side. Mulder over there. Now the pull up in the lane, that's no good, and the rebound taken back by Recker.
And Quigley tried to spot up near the free throw line. It just didn't go down for him.
Full across the line with 6:44 to go in the first half, 19-13. Dishing off into the left corner, McElroy throws it up, rides the cylinder, doesn't want to sit down.
Wow, that's a tough break. It sits at the rim idle for a couple of seconds there. That's tough.
Telfer brings it back, deals to the right corner. That's a 3!
Jack Mulder with the 3 there. What a great job of getting him open.
19-16. All of a sudden, the Cadets making a comeback to the near side. They deal up top Recker. Deal it all the way over into the corner and a whistle.
And don't look now. 3-point lead for Trumbull. That's it. Great job of St. Joe's by cutting that deficit down.
I believe the foul was on Chandler Hutcherson, his first.
As he was only fresh into the game, too.
19-16, 3-point game, 6:10 to go before halftime. On the inbound, goes to Full. He backs it all the way out. Now Lyons playing catch. Calling for the ball down low is McCullough. Deals off to the sideline for Nemchek. Bounce pass goes inside Recker. The big man throws it up, no good. A second try, fighting for it, and a jump ball. Oh, and some pushing and shoving. This can't happen.
Oh, wow. Wow, that is not good.
Out of control right now is Nemchek, who came flying in, getting tangled up.
Let's see what happened. Ben McCullough is livid. He's being held back by Recker, and it looks like a couple other guys. It looks like that's Full and Lyons that are all holding him back. May have been a punch thrown down there.
Guys, this is a night for charity, and we're seeing too much of this.
That's unacceptable.
Everybody settle down for a moment. 19-16 our score.
Don't get me wrong, I love when teams play physical, but you cannot be throwing punches in a high school basketball game. It's that simple.
And within seconds, a member of the Department of Public Safety in uniform comes to within 3 feet of our table.
Yeah, it looks like a member of the some kind of law enforcement down there, whether it's police or fire, Fairfield University security. We don't know, but
gather both coaches and talk it over.
So I'm sure there will be at least one technical issue,
if not an ejection.
Exactly. I think that's probably what they're discussing here. So we'll have to see what Stage and Vicente decide here. Stage, obviously, he has a ton of experience at all college levels, so he knows how to handle these situations.
It should also be noted that Mike King, the Trumbull athletic director, was right at center court for this conversation as well.
I'm sure Kevin Butler
I was going to say, Kevin Butler's not far away.
Yeah, I'm sure he's right over there, too. Can't see him now, but I'm sure he's involved in this conversation in some way.
Well, put it this way, Jake. He's wearing a pink shirt.
Oh, yeah.
I believe there's Kevin down in the corner, near side, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
He's discussing it with the president of Bill Fitzgerald of St. Joe's. So we'll see.
Now Wrecker comes, or rather, I beg your pardon, make that Lyons comes out and chats with one of the officials. A technical has been absolutely assessed because you've got Mulder standing at the line to shoot.
So, Telford there.
All right, free throw coming here.
So, Dan Gardella just told me that they might have both got technicals.
Here's the second. All right, he hits one to make it 19-17. I believe it was 2 shots in the ball.
Yeah, wow. So this was probably perpetrated by Nemchek. I think he's out of the game.
There was definitely a foul, for sure. The technical foul. It was impossible to hear the announcement, folks, so I'm actually keeping a glance on Twitter in case anybody else follows up. To the far side goes Telford. It's going the other way.
What an electric game. If that doesn't prove to anything, these players care so much about the game, but it's just unfortunate that it had to come and the cookie crumbled that way.
And we'll see a 1-and-1.
They're going to check with Mike LaGuardia again, the clock operator. So they're going to send it to the line. Joe Stage indicates it will be a 1-and-1.
Alec Pelletier picked up the foul, his first, St. Joseph's 7th, in a 2-point game at 19-17. At the line, Moore hits the first. Second coming with 5.5 to go in the first half of a suddenly contentious basketball game.
I think contentious is definitely the right word.
Second one, good. In the meantime, the ball is going the other way. I don't quite get what's going on in the world tonight. I'm watching CTHS Hockey on Twitter. He's indicating a picture of some fans throwing gummy bears on the ice in a hockey game tonight.
It's unbelievable. The last couple minutes have just been a blur.
21-17 here at the free throw line. That bounces around, no good. Rebounded and taken back by Reeves. Gets the outlet ahead to Telfer. Telfer between the circles. No look underneath goes to Menifee. Off to the corner, a three, it's good!
What a shot by Jack Mulder. That is phenomenal. Just a great offensive attack here today.
It's a 1-point game, 21-20 Trumbull. Backing it out is Full. He takes a look, goes near side Moore. Moore dishes off McCullough all the way over to the corner Lyons. Lyons had it stripped and now tempers again. They break that up quickly.
Yeah, Tim Piverato over there. He was rushed off he's assistant coach at St. Joe's. He rushed off the bench and ran right in the middle of that, so nobody was able to do anything.
Chris Lyons picks up his third. I'm with you, Jake. I love emotional basketball. I love emotional sports. But we got to keep it under wraps here. A 30-second timeout with 4:48 remaining in the first half.
Yeah, again, there's nothing wrong with emotion. Not at all. There's even nothing wrong with defending your teammate in a situation like that, putting myself in Nemchek's shoes. But you can't go over there and go try to start a brawl. That is not the way you're a team leader. You can't do that. Can't do that, especially as a senior.
And again, with some of the things that are going on here, they're booting a couple of students that were on the floor. They're going to either boot them or certainly take away the whiteboard that they had. And they're going to get them back up into the stands.
Yeah, I was just going to say, maybe not even, I don't think they're going to boot them, but it just looks like at the bare minimum, turning the whiteboard around and going back up onto the stands, as that's also a safety issue too.
But one of them said he was a fan of mine. He knew my name, Jake.
I think he might have followed you on Twitter too.
Maybe he did. 21-20, Trumbull up 1, 4:35 to go in the first half. With the rock star Jake Zimmer, I'm Rob Adams.
Rock star, that's a new one.
You're more the star than I am. Into the corner goes Menifee. Menifee with the no-look. Reeves drives, spins in the blocks. Now backs it out. Goes far side. Nice moves from the freshman. Between the circles now. Telfer loses the handle. It's going the other way.
Even I'm like getting a little fired up watching this game. Just emotion flowing through the place.
The girls' game just did not have that emotion because it never got close enough. This one's on fire right now. Going inside, McCullough fighting, pushing, pulling, got it.
Pat Morrissey might be getting a fine from the NBA after that flop.
3:47 to go in the first half. Trumbull back up 3. Telfer takes a look toward Mulder. Reeves on the far sideline, but Telfer holds on to it. Now the point guard goes to the far side. Foul line extended. Reeves over there. 3 to tie it. Rattles, no. Tip drill taken back by Trumbull. Giovanni with the board. Menifee on him. Across the timeline goes full. Heads off to the far side. Foul line extended. St. Joe's bench looking for something. Goes into the corner. McCullough pulls. No. The board taken back by St. Joe's. Looked like it was Menifee who got it. 3:10 to go in the first half of a 3-point game. Driving. Leaning. Offensive foul.
Yep, that was a pretty clear-cut offensive foul there. McCullough's a big guy. Menifee is a big guy too, around 6'1", but you still can't expect to knock him over and not get called.
Chris Callan's going Clyde Frazier on me via text, by the way.
Oh, boy.
Calling the game omnipotent and preeminent. Or calling somebody that. I don't know. He's Cato. What can I tell you?
Oh, yeah.
But, of course, Clyde Frazier, always known for his rhyming ways on Knicks broadcasts. Now we get a timeout, and the officials are going to talk things over. 3:06 remaining in the first half, 23-20. By the way, Ryan Mallett just tweeted the most incredible thing. As you mentioned, an awful day for the quarterback of Houston. Mallett was the Houston quarterback. He tweets, and I quote, "Hey, Houston Texans, you wish you had me now?"
Oh, wow. That's a... Wow. I have no words for that.
No,
That's just
I don't either. You got to let that kind of stuff go.
Yeah. I don't know. The guy's getting paid a great deal. And we'll see a technical, it looks like, as Jack Moore lines up by himself and nobody else.
Here's the free throw. That's good.
So that'll be interesting. I might have to take a walk over to the scorers table at half and figure out what just went on.
Yeah, there are a few things that I just saw an indication from an official saying something about grabbing. Both free throws were good. It's 25-20.
So Moore is 6 for 6 on free throws this evening.
And again, 2 shots in the ball. 25-20, 3 minutes to go, first half. Bounce pass comes near side, McCullough driving between defenders. This falls, and a foul. McElroy will go to the line. Lead back to 7.
I think Buddy Bray's got to be pretty satisfied here. That's the best possible scenario. You hit both the free throws, get to the line, and the chance for one more.
Jack Mulder. Free throw up, that is no good. So it goes back the other way with 2:50 to go before halftime. Telfer with the pretty scoop, but it's no good. They'll fight for it. It's on the line, going the other way.
It would have been a phenomenal basket had it been made by Telfer. He pulled a little Michael Jordan-esque lay in there, and he just couldn't get it to go.
And a timeout called for by St. Joseph. It's a 30.
Yeah, we're going to have to find out what just happened.
27-20, our score, 2:45 remaining in the first half.
I'm actually very intrigued by the emergence of Jack Mulder, who had never played a role on this team. He did not see the court much last year, and then here he is. He's a pretty big part of this offensive attack here today for the Cadets. And of course, only a junior too. About 6'1", 6'2" in build, pretty skinny guy, classic three-point shooter.
McCullough also got a tee. I noticed Doug Bonjour tweeted that. As they bring it over near side. Looking inside now, it's McCullough. Now a three coming from the far side. That is good.
What a job by Jack Moore there. Phenomenal day so far.
And all of a sudden, the lead balloons back to 10.
That was Menifee with the jumper there for 2 points.
Menifee gets it right back. So it's an 8-point game. Looking across, ball fake. They deal into the corner. This is a three. That is good. Eddie Giovanni with the three. Driving from the corner. That's good. That's Joe Lucy. The PA announcer's really he's gonna have a sore voice after tonight because he's got to dial it up for both teams. Near side it goes. That bounces around, no good. And the rebound taken back by the Cadets, and we get a foul. And then it bounces right to me.
What a pass. Oh my God. You ever consider a playing career?
At no time.
I'm not saying that's a good call, but I'm not saying it's a bad one. You can decide that on your own.
I have a jump shot. That's about it.
There's something.
Here's the free throw. 1 and 1. No good. As Deneen has been held off the scoreboard. Moore will step across the timeline. From left to right goes Trumbull with 1:17 to go in the first half. 33-24, Trumbull up 9. They're looking for more. It rattles, no good. The tip and the whistle.
It looks like it'll be over the back on Ben McCullough.
And it is. It's his second foul. 8th team foul. Tim Deneen will shoot the 1 and 1. It's up, and that's good. High arcing.
Deneen, another player that this is his first year even getting significant time on varsity, let alone starting. He's definitely settled well so far, replacing Tyshawn Williams, who graduated.
Second. No. He's 1 of 3 at the line. It's 33-25, an 8-point game with under 1 to go in the first half. Trying to fight through into the front court. Here's a scrum. Keep an eye on the emotions, and there's the jump ball called. We keep an eye on the emotions in case you're just joining us because we did see a scuffle break out here in the first half. Now, I don't know that Nemchek got thrown out because the last I saw, he was still on the bench.
That's true. I'm not really familiar with the protocol in terms of ejecting a high school basketball player. I've just never been around for it, I'm sure.
Well, he would have to depart if he was ejected.
There you go.
And he's over there.
That solves that.
So my indication is he was not ejected from the game. but he has not returned either.
That's true. That's very true.
Now this happens right over at the bench. It's going to go the other way and go right back toward Trumbull.
Could indeed be disciplinary, too, by Buddy Bray, but really only time will tell. We'll find out.
It has been fast and furious in the first half. Ball's brought up by Fold, gets across the lines, got Telfer on him, goes to the far sideline. Quick pass comes across the way. Taken there by Moore. Moore dishing underneath, trying to save it from going out of bounds. They couldn't do it. It will stay Eagle ball with 35 remaining in the first half.
And Joe Lucy tried with a heroic attempt to get that back in, just could not get it.
The inbound coming. And they get it in. Driving full. Steps into the lane. It falls.
So Full finally gets on the board.
23.9 remaining in the first half. Back to 10. Giovannini picks up his second foul. John Lynch will check in for the Eagles.
Yeah, Jack Lynch, a pretty big guy, around 6'3", he's an excellent shortstop, and did play some outfield in the baseball world as well.
Free throw coming. That's good. Menifee gets another. 35-26. Second on the way. It's up. Good. 35-27, 20 to go in the first half. Across the line, down to the near side on the right wing, stepping to the baseline, underneath, reversing, pretty!
What a beautiful shot. Right around Joe Lucy.
Down to 6.9 to go in the first half, and the lead back to 10, 37-27. As Bull picks up the foul, his first, goes by JJ. Menifee to the line. Free throw coming, it is up and good.
Menifee is an excellent, excellent free throw shooter. A couple of subs in. Looks like it'll be Hutcherson coming back in for the Cadets. And Jake Capello in for the Trumbull Eagles. So I think David Case is back in.
Yep. Free throw on the way. 6.9 remaining in the first half. Up and good. One of those deals where it felt like taking the local and then dropping in. Down to 5. Driving. Down to 3. Taken away with 1, and the first half will come to an end. Well, quite a show we've had here so far.
I think we can agree it was a pretty interesting half of basketball. But who doesn't love this emotion flying around?
Certainly love the emotion. Don't want to see it turn violent or out of control.
Absolutely.
It's not, but tempers certainly did flare.
Yeah, it was honestly, I've never seen anything like that. I've never called anything like that. Never seen, obviously, reruns of things, NBA, what have you. It's never have I ever seen something to that caliber here at a high school level. It's insane.
Halftime score of the 2016 Officials versus Cancer, the battle for Trumbull. The Trumbull Eagles lead the boys game over the St. Joseph Cadets 37-29. We will take a break. We've got more to do from Alumni Hall. We continue on. You are watching the FCAC on the HAN Network.
Darien Sport Shop is a unique store because it's a family store. A busy mom can come in with kids in tow and find everything she needs for them, and even find a dress for herself for Saturday night. And if she's in a rush, she can simply go home and order it from us that night. We'll deliver it the next day. The Darien Sport Shop. We're pretty on the outside and amazing on the inside. Conveniently located with free and easy parking at 1127 Post Road Darien, Connecticut, or shop us online at dariensport.com.
I'm Kate Chaplinsky, and this is your in-game news update. This weekend, we're taking a look at the big local stories from our HAN Network community news sites that grabbed our readers this week. Starting with a crazy car chase that caused several accidents in Ridgefield, a man who stole a car in New Canaan last Sunday went on an out-of-control speeding drive in Ridgefield, hitting multiple cars before stopping and trying to escape police on foot. He was caught, and amazingly, there were no injuries. It all started around 2 in the afternoon. Ridgefield police received multiple 911 calls about the speeding vehicle on Route 35. An officer tried to stop the vehicle, but almost immediately lost sight of it due to its excessive speed. The officer continued following it southbound on Route 35, coming upon numerous damaged vehicles that had been struck by the vehicle. The suspect continued south on Main Street, striking another car which was traveling northbound in the vicinity of King Lane. As an officer was pulling up to the suspect, who was identified as 23-year-old Mark Bogdanoff Johnson of Stamford, he fled on foot. Officers were able to apprehend him a short time later behind a home on King Lane, and he did resist arrest, police said. A total of 6 vehicles, including the one that the suspect was operating, were damaged as a result of the incident, but as we said, no injuries were reported. Another big story this week, a 24-year-old Stratford man was pronounced dead Wednesday after being found unconscious from a suspected heroin overdose in the bathroom at Starbucks in Trumbull. Trumbull police and EMS responded to Starbucks on White Plains Road shortly after 2 in the afternoon Wednesday in response to a report of an unconscious man in the restroom. Police said the manager was approached by a friend of the victim who stated that the victim had been in the bathroom for over half an hour. According to a report, the manager opened the door to find the victim lying face down on the floor. Attempts to resuscitate the victim were unsuccessful, and he was pronounced dead at St. Vincent's Hospital. Police Lieutenant Leonard Cinto said that evidence at the scene indicated the victim had used heroin. He added that police are continuing their investigation. And the Darien Times coverage of a tragic story was our most read this week. It started last weekend when the Darien community was drawn together, first in an effort to help and then in grief, after 63-year-old Suzanne Stisser was reported missing by her family on New Year's Day. Suzanne, a beloved former Tokenique physical education teacher, mother, and grandmother with immeasurable ties to the Darien community, left her Briar Brae Road home at 11 a.m. last Friday. A search with the help of social media followed, but despite the best efforts, the outcome would be tragic. Darien police reported finding Suzanne's body in her car on Saturday afternoon in what they described as a remote area of Darien. No foul play was suspected, police said. Her family, including her husband of 40 years, David, her sons Brian, Timothy, and Matthew, and their spouses and children, were understandably devastated by the news. They sat down with the Darien Times Monday to remember the woman they said brought out the best in everyone, especially her family. She was an active local volunteer in Darien athletics and a beloved teacher. You can read more of that coverage at darientimes.com. And another story that grabbed a lot of attention was about an Easton resident taking her puzzle-solving skills to a new show on Fox called Superhuman. Growing up in Easton, Zoe Wheeler and her siblings spent a lot of time doing puzzles, encouraged by their mother, children's author Elise Broke. As an English major at Brown University, the 25-year-old Wheeler took her passion for crossword puzzles to a new level and began creating them. She became the New York Times' youngest female crossword constructor at age 19. Last June, she received a surprise call from someone at Superhuman, a new program on Fox that premiered last weekend with her as one of the Superhuman contestants competing for a cash prize. You can get more information at that on eastoncourier.com. And finally, our second most read story of the week was our nominees for HAN's Athlete of the Week. While many were ringing in the new year, Fairfield County athletes were getting into their winter season groove. We found 15 athletes worthy of Winter Week 3's HAN FCAC Athlete of the Week nominations. Check out the nominees at han.network. There's still time to vote for your male and female picks. The winner will be announced Monday on Nutmeg Sports at 2. But that's all for your HAN in-game news update. For the latest in local news, sports, and weather, watch Coffee Break weekdays at 11. This HAN in-game news update was brought to you by Bankwell.
Connecticut is coming back to hometown banking. To a partner that makes small businesses feel big. Where community comes first. Where high-tech tools go hand in hand with a human touch. Where you get the know-how only neighbors can deliver. Where saving time is important too. It's time to expect more. It's time to bank well. Bank smart. Bank local. Bank well.
At Innovative Health and Rehabilitation, we provide an advanced level of care to resolve symptoms and minimize recurrence. Our experienced professional staff design and implement effective plans to return individuals to their prior level of function. We specialize in the treatment of orthopedic and sports injuries, pre-post surgical rehabilitation, performance enhancement, strength and conditioning, vestibular rehabilitation, balance and gait training. A convenient location and flexible scheduling is available to accommodate your needs. We look forward to providing you with a comprehensive level of care to meet your rehabilitation goals. We are also affiliated with 3 high schools, Norwalk, West Hill, and Stamford. Our certified athletic trainers cover the athletic events at the high schools to prevent, treat, and educate student athletes and injuries. Our certified athletic trainers also take part in the New Canaan Youth Football Program. Reach us at 650 West Avenue in Norwalk. Call us at 203-852-9903. Innovative Health and Rehabilitation.
I'm Denise DiGregoli, the host of The Drive on the HAN Network. Join me Tuesdays for some motivational, intelligent talk with a little humor as we visit with people who live their lives mindfully. Tune in to The Drive live on Tuesdays, 12:30, here on the HAN Network.
I'm John Kovach. I'm a newspaper editor. I'm a high school football coach. I'm a television presenter. And I want you to love fishing as much as I do. Tune in to Yankee Fisherman, Thursdays at 1 on the HAN Network. It's like going to the tackle shop without leaving your office.
Hi, I'm Rob Adams with my good friend Donald Eng, and we're the home team for Nutmeg Sports, Monday through Wednesday at 2 o'clock right here on the HAN Network. We are the place for all things Connecticut sports, so come hang out with us on Nutmeg Sports. Don? They don't call him the best color man in the game for nothing. Nutmeg Sports, 2 o'clock, Monday through Wednesday, right here on the HAN Network.
You are watching the HAN Network, and you're not alone. Nearly 500,000 viewers enjoyed our broadcasts in the first 5 months. Advertise on the network that reaches Fairfield County, Connecticut's most engaged audience. Contact Jessica Murrin, Advertising Director, at 203-273-7312 or email jessica@han.network.
Back at Alumni Hall with Jake Zimmer, I'm Rob Adams, 37-29, Trumbull up 8 here at the half. And, Nemchek is still in the game. He is shooting here. You went over to the bench, to the scorer's table at halftime. What'd you find out?
Well, we had in all that mess, Nemchek was charged with a technical. He's back. He's warming up. He's shooting. He's all with us today. Later on, there was no other technical or any kind of foul issued on that play, evidenced by what we saw. You saw Jack Mulder go for a free throw. Actually, I believe it was 2 free throws. He made 1. Then St. Joe's got the ball back. A couple minutes later, in what seemed like a regular play that ended up with the ball going out of bounds and the ball getting over to St. Joe's, we saw a technical on Chris Watts in the St. Joe's bench. That's why we saw one of those 5-point plays there.
Right.
Where you had, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was Moore. Yeah, Moore on the free throws.
Correct.
And then McElroy made a 3-point play, a layup. I don't think he converted the last one, though. Just utter mayhem going on here. It's unbelievable.
Second half getting ready to get underway. Leading scorer, Jack Moore, by a long shot, has 15 points for Trumbull. After that, Johnny McElroy has 7. On the other side, St. Joseph is led by Cameron Menifee with 8. And Jack Mulder has 7.
Yeah, just to take you through some percentages so far. For St. Joe's, they're shooting 8 for 18 from the field, which is 44%. Then from three-point range, 4 for 10. So not that bad. They're converting almost half their three-point opportunities. For Trumbull, 13 for 26 from the field equates to 50%, and another dead-on 50%, 5 for 10 from the three-point range. So a game of 50s here.
And the second half underway as it's brought up by Trumbull. They deal into the lane, and it rides the rim, won't fall. Second half underway. Brought up by Telfer, dishes into the left corner. That's a three, that's good.
Great start so far. Lucy finally getting hot.
So Lucy with 8, it's 37-32. Brought back out on the near side. J.J. Foles starts his drive, splits defenders. Floater in the lane, pretty. 39-32. A balloon popped. Everyone can relax. A lot of heads turned. Here's a deep three that rattles around. Lucy, the board. It goes out of bounds.
I'd be a liar if I said my own head didn't turn, too.
I took a look.
Yeah. Then we remembered where we were and all the balloons.
A lot of pink balloons, of course.
Again, an excellent cause, as we've been saying all night. Officials vs. Cancer, one of the most reputable charitable organizations in the sports world.
Here's Lucy for three. No, it's short. Taken back by McElroy. 39-32, under 7 to play, third quarter. Up top, here's a three. Rattles around, that's no good. And again, taken back, fighting through the double team. Taken back by St. Joseph. Now turned over, taken away by McElroy. He puts it home and a foul.
Lucy does not agree with that, and Watts is pacing back and forth. Lucy doesn't even think he touched him, frankly.
It's a 41-32 game. And McElroy able to improve it to 42-32. Back to 10. That's been the largest lead of the night. Far sideline, Menifee. Dishes inside. Good ball movement, Lucy. Up top, Telfer. 6:24 to go, third quarter, 42-32. Taking a look, Menifee. Goes down. Reversing, rejected, and out of bounds. Last touch by McCullough.
Reeves asked to get going, I think. I think when he was hot, St. Joe's is right back in the game, and he's cooled off significantly.
Again, comes in, floater, goes off glass, and taken back by Trumbull. Far side, turnover, and again taken away. A lot of fighting for it. Lucy gets it ahead. Driving between defenders. Telfer, bounce pass goes out of bounds. Not intended to be a bounce pass. I think it actually was stripped, but nonetheless, it's going to be a turnover, and McElroy will bring it in. In the backcourt, along comes Foal, gets it to McElroy. McElroy to the elbow, splits, drives, yes.
That's a key for Trumbull. When McElroy's been hot, so have they.
Far sideline, fed across to the near side, Eller. Eller drives, no look. Telfer, too short, fighting, it's loose. Two Eagles scrumming for it, and instead, it's Trumbull coming away with it. McElroy brings it near side, yes! And a timeout needed. It's a 14-point lead, 46-32.
It's getting out of hand for St. Joe's fast. They need to stop the clock and figure something out.
It's a full timeout. We'll take a timeout. Trumbull 46, St. Joe's 32. Back to Fairfield after this. You're watching the FCAC on the HAN Network.
Denali is your outdoor retail destination in the Westfield Trumbull Mall. For the last 21 years, we have carefully selected clothing, footwear, and gear from a variety of the best outdoor brands, such as the North Face, Patagonia, Vineyard Vines, UGG, Merrell, GoPro, New Balance, and many more. Our stores have a friendly, knowledgeable staff to help you with all of your running, hiking, and cold weather needs, and in discovering all things outdoorsy and awesome. Visit us in the Westfield Trumbull Mall or online at denalioutdoor.com.
Welcome back to Fairfield. 46-32.
Rob, I have to rescind something I said earlier. A couple of sources saying that Telfer also called for a technical early on, and it looks like there's 2 apiece for both sides. So add that on to what I originally confirmed with them.
Your source is my source, the same. In this case, it's Doug Bonjour, who does a great job.
Sitting only a couple seats to us, to our right.
Far side it goes. Lucy off to Menifee. Menifee driving, blocks up, off glass, no good. Really falling apart for St. Joseph right now. The outlet goes to Full. J.J. Full sends it far side. Driving is Moore. It goes out of bounds. It'll go back the other way.
Moore wanted a foul over there, too. It doesn't look like he's going to get it, obviously.
So it'll be brought up by Telfer. They love giving it to Telfer. Menifee's got it. Up top, he goes far side, Lucy. Lucy throws it up. It hit the rim, but he was fouled.
So in any case, he's going to the line. And a rather unorthodox shooting method there.
J.J. Full picks up his second foul. Chris Lyons is playing with 3. That we can tell you for sure. Lucy to the line. No good. 46-32.
Cadets are trying to go with a little bigger set, bringing in Tim Deneen in favor of Eller.
Second free throw, good. Jake tweeted a picture right here at the beginning of the second half. I'll tell you about it in a moment as Moore threw up a 3. It's no good. Another try coming. Full. Dishes down low, except it's Lucy to take it away. Lucy wears a white shirt. That's the other team. Driving. Brings it across. Near side. Ball fake Menifee. Pulls up from 12. Yes.
Beautiful step back from Menifee there to get open.
So Menifee makes it 46-35. The turnover again. Telfer goes the other way. Can they get back and closer? Rejected by Lyons, but a foul. That's going to be his 4th. Jake went toward the St. Joe's locker room door and discovered a cracked window.
And I've been told that it was not there before St. Joe's went into the locker room.
So we won't make a big deal about it. We're just stating the facts.
Yep. We'll let whoever wants to draw the conclusions can do it.
And a timeout on the floor. Again, another Full. We'll take a break. 46-35, Trumbull on top of St. Joseph. You're watching the FCAC on the HAN Network. Welcome back to Fairfield, 46-35 our score. Trumbull on top of St. Joseph. 3:52 to go in the third quarter. Going to play Powerball, by the way?
I did.
Did you?
I did. For the second draw in a row, I picked my Hall of Fame ballot, the numbers of my 6 guys that I wanted on the ballot.
Here's a free throw. I like that style.
Yeah. Consisted of 11 for Gar, 24 for Junior, 31 for Piazza, 35 for Messina, 51 for Hoffman, and the bonus with number 5 is Bagwell.
Good for you. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily agreeing with your
No,
Hall of Fame picks,
Messina
but
was a hope. Most of those were hopes. I needed to fill them. So
on the near side, I think Messina's got a chance down the road. Near side it comes, across the line, driving down underneath the layup, that falls. JJ Full makes it 48-36 back at the other end as the pace picks up. It's rebounded back by McElroy. Johnny McElroy brings it across the timeline, puts it behind his back, drives, bounce pass. Recker puts it in. (50-36). Now Telfer driving, had it knocked away. It's going out of bounds and going the other way. (50-36), 3:10 to go, third quarter. 14-point game as Moore gets it across, gives it across. McElroy between defenders, doesn't fall, but a foul. Tim Deneen gets his first. Second team foul. Here's the free throw. No good. McElroy 3 of 5 at the line now. Second one on the way. That's up and good. 51-36. The Cadets need a run as it's rejected by Recker from Lucy. Gives a hand check across the line to McElroy. Has 2 men in his face, turned over to Deneen. Deneen looking to run. Menifee gets around one, throws it up, no good. Can't miss there. It's on the line and going back to Trumbull. St. Joe's has got to hit shots to stay in this game.
Same story as last game, really. They have to keep in the game by hitting their shots. I mean, that's not something that the girls or the guys have done tonight, frankly.
McElroy across the line, Jack Moore, the no look, down it goes McCullough, Recker underneath, out of bounds, last touch by Recker.
Recker's a great 7th or 8th guy to have off the bench. Real big dude, can provide some physicality.
Near side, backed out Lucy, fed across, up top it goes, Telfer. Telfer left hand on the dribble, wearing the pink headband. Pink obviously a theme of the night. Working to his right, driving to the elbow. Menifee puts it home from the baseline. 51-38, back to 13. Fed across Moore. Moore with Telfer on him. Dishes inside Recker through the double team and a whistle before the shot. Got him on the arm. Tim Deneen picks up his second.
Deneen registering 2 fouls over the last minute. And 2 total, obviously.
Thrown all the way in near half court. Near side it comes from Full. McElroy to the baseline. McCullough goes up top. Full 3. Rattles no good. And it's taken back by Deneen. From left to right goes St. Joseph. 51-38. Down to the final 100 seconds of the quarter. That's up. That falls. And the foul.
What a great job by Omar Telfer to stick with it. Kind of throw it up in the left hand there. Great job.
Ben McCullough picks up his 3rd foul. Free throw coming. Too strong. Again, needing points are St. Joseph. 1 of 3 at the line is Telfer, but at the other end, a pretty scoop by Jack Moore. So it's 53-40. 1:22 to go in the third quarter at Alumni Hall. To the far side, over to Reeves. Near side now. The fake by Menifee. Menifee gets it back from Lucy. Backing it all the way out. Taking a look to the far side. Down to the final minute of the third quarter. Menifee, 3, too strong. Rebounded McCullough. They'll bring it back the other way. Trumbull from right to left. Full across the line. Down to 47. Far sideline. Moore. Left hand on the dribble and the whistle.
That'll be on Telfer. That's a little push.
That's his second. Or, beg your pardon, his third. Factoring in, I believe, the technical that we were talking about, that would be his third.
Yeah.
Yep. 53-40. This is thrown all the way down to the St. Joseph cheerleaders. Lucy was going to help J.J. Full up, and J.J. said, get out of here.
Full declined it, yep. Politely declined, I guess.
I don't want to see that, I'll be honest. Play nice, guys. Just considering the nature of how this has gone tonight.
As Lucy heads down to the bench now.
Telfer into the front court. Brings it near side. Menifee with a half minute remaining. And to be sure, both teams deserve a little amount of ire for what went on in this game early on. Not going to blame one or the other. Menifee a 3. No, it will not fall. Tip drill underneath. Taken back by McElroy with 12. They get it across. Giovannini down to 8. Baseline Moore. Lays it up, that's no good. Down to 5. They get another try. Backing it out. It's a 2. It's an air ball reversed underneath with 1. And the third quarter comes to a sloppy end.
The desperation shots down there. Jack Full tried to step back. Moore with the rebound tried to throw it back up, and it almost did go in, but didn't go through.
So we are through 3 quarters of play in the 2016 Officials versus Cancer boys basketball game. The Battle of Trumbull goes to the fourth quarter after 3. Trumbull 53, St. Joseph 40. Fourth quarter with a pom-pom nearby begins after this on the HAN Network.
Well, there's still a bite out on the water. Most anglers have decided to stow the gear for the winter. Just because Mother Nature isn't cooperating doesn't mean you can't see the latest models of all your favorite gear. With 2 convenient locations, it couldn't be easier to get your fix of summer. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, or on the web, dockshop.com.
Nice work by the cheerleaders right out in front of us. They got a Here We Go Eagles chant going, which sounds remarkably like Here We Go Steelers, but I'm not going to get into that. I'm ignoring the football game for now. With Jake Zimmer, I'm Rob Adams, 53-40. Trumbull up 13. It's not insurmountable, but you don't want to be on the north side of a 10-point deficit. You want to be below double digits as you start the fourth.
Exactly. Not a good situation by any means, of course, but like you said, it's certainly not insurmountable. Crazier things have been done before, I guarantee you. You know that, I know that, and our viewers do know that as well.
It will be a fun fourth quarter if it heads that way. Looks like you got a tweet before for your flop line.
I did.
Very nice.
That's totally a good friend of mine. He's loving every single second, I'm sure.
All right, to the fourth quarter we go. The lob goes way in, trying to save it. It goes out of bounds. Last touched by Full. Great crew on hand tonight. Thanks to all of them. Marty Hersom, Mike Suppy, Bill Bloxam, John Kovac, Sean Saylor, the legend, AJ Simonowski, Eric Gendron, Jake Zimmer alongside me. 13-point game, driving the baseline. Now the scoop underneath, thrown up, no good. Second try, thrown up, that's good. Curtis Eller has 4.
What a job by Curtis Eller. That was very, very pretty. Getting his own offensive rebound. That's a hustle play.
53-42, 7:40 to go. The Cadets in need of a run.
As Watts wanted to travel there.
He did, you got it. Here's the pull-up. That falls the wrong side. Another try. No, the rim's not being friendly. Taken back by Telfer. Looking to move. Oh, almost having his head ripped off was Eller. He is down and face down for a moment.
Oh, he is down in pain. Right next to one of the camera guys down there.
Now he's up.
Looks like he'll be just fine. Just catching his breath. making sure nothing's broken.
J.J. Full picks up what I believe was his third foul.
Eller, I'm trying to make out the words that he's saying. He's trying to make his case for a technical, or a flagrant rather. Saying he got his elbow caught around him on the shot, which is a big no-no.
Free throw coming. Up. Good. Looked good enough to shoot that. He's 3 of 3 at the line. Second. That is no good. So it's 53-43. The lead could have been under 9. Instead, it stays at 10 as it goes out of bounds. 7:19 to go. McElroy gets it in. Pull up. Yes! It's a 2. Giovannini makes it once again a 12-point game, 55-43. Back out Telfer. Telfer from way downtown. No, that won't fall. They just will not fall. Now another try, and rejected was Lucy. Or beg your pardon, rejected was Deneen. Now to the near side. Another 3. It won't fall. Underneath, reverse Telfer. McCullough fights for it. They get it back. They've got numbers. Near side, Full. Able to get back are the Cadets. Driving inside, McElroy. It's just not falling. It goes back the other way. Sloppy here. Teller again stripped away more.
Nobody's holding the ball for more than 5 seconds, Rob.
6:25 to go. A whistle and a timeout by Buddy Bray. I believe he wants a full to settle the pace down. It's a full. We'll do the same. 55-43 with 6:24 to go. We'll stay here, in fact, with 6:24 to go. We'll stay.
That was, what a sequence there. That was quite quick. I don't think there's a better term than that to use.
No. Quite a game we've seen here tonight, but the lead, Trumbull has had it all the way. The closest we saw it get, I believe, was 5. Nope, correction, it was 3 at 23-20. And pretty much right after that, the lead ballooned back up. In fact, that was the case because the Eagles went on a 7-0 run right there. Back out come the Eagles with 6:24 remaining.
More football news. J.J. Watt tweeted, "I am sorry. Thank you for your support all year." He's just a phenomenal player, phenomenal role model for kids, too. I think he's becoming the face of the NFL very soon. But again, that's irrelevant right now.
Well, the Texans lost to the Chiefs. 30-0, I believe, was the final score. Over to the near side, Giovannini takes a look, goes back over to McElroy. Johnny McElroy to the left elbow, hands it off to Jack Moore. Moore scoops and puts it home. 57-43. Telfer in the front court. Trumbull bomb squad has been relentless right behind us all night. To the near side, Telfer. Here's a 3 coming. That's no good as well. They've missed probably 10 threes in a row at this point. At the other end, Moore was stripped.
Hutcherson picking up another foul here.
Hutcherson picks up the foul. Moore to the line. Moore, 4 dribbles, tosses it in his hand. First one no good. He's 4 of 5 from the stripe.
Eller comes out to take a break, and what a phenomenal run that he had in the past couple of minutes, reeling in a couple offensive rebounds, getting smacked around down in the paint. And now he'll take a much-needed rest.
Second. That's good. 58-43 with 5.5 to play in the fourth quarter. To the near side, taking a look. That's Menifee. Menifee now switches left hand, goes right hand now. Right wing foul line extended. Bounce pass over. Telfer the ball fake. Sends it over. Lucy, left corner 3. Too strong again. Menifee puts it home, but before the shot, it's on the floor. A foul. Looks like it's going against McCullough. That would be 4.
That's not good at all for Buddy Bray and the Eagles here, as they're trying to hold this lead off for the last 5 minutes. Without one of your big men would not be good.
Far side, Menifee gives it off, and it falls. Hutcherson. 58-45. Still a lot of work to do with 5 to play. Let's see if the Cadets have a run in them. They need to make a stop. Near side through a double team. McCullough, the no look, gives off the front of the rim. Down hard from the looks of it. Now back up went Giovannini. McCullough with the 4 fouls. Gives it off to Moore. Moore, after the screen set, it goes out of bounds. Will stay with the Eagles. 4:39 to go, and it's getting faint for the Cadets.
I don't think their hopes run out, though. I think Watts, if I know anything about Watts, he's going to push his team to the final second.
To the far side, comes back up. Taking a look. Moore fakes the 3, steps inside, pulls up at the elbow, won't fall. Fighting for it, Hutcherson, but the putback by Recker.
That's just an unfortunate break for St. Joe's there. Off the side of the backboard and into the hands of Recker, who was right underneath.
60-45. Jack Moore picks up the foul, his first. 4:18 to go, 60-45. Far sideline, it's brought in. Telfer. Near side Menifee. Telfer up top. Down to 4:09. He pulls up. No, it will not fall. Those long-range jumpers are just not falling for St. Joseph. They are anemic from downtown.
It's not working out for them this half. They need to find other ways, and they need to find them quick.
Recker through a double team. Telfer gets it back. Telfer scoops. Off glass, no good. Telfer down. He gets back up. 3:45 to go. Full drives left side. Johnny McElroy puts it up. He's fouled.
By Quigley again. Quigley not too much time in this game, but 3 fouls.
Quigley playing like one of those players. I had my old first basketball partner, Mark Smallwood, the former Greenwich coach many years ago, would say on the air, Rob, you get 5 fouls, use them wisely.
Very true, very, very true.
McElroy hits the first, lead back up to 16. The second is no good. He's 5 of 8 at the line. 61-45. And the board going with Moore. Moore reverses underneath, bodies all over the place. One slow to get up, looks like Quigley at the other end. Reeves goes right side. Here's a 3. Not going to happen again. Bouncing to the baseline. Coming back, Quigley gets back, and now a foul.
Quigley gets a nice hack from Giovannini there. So we should see him go to the line for 1-on-1 if those fouls are indeed correct. And it's Lyons who has 4 fouls that's coming back into the game now.
But it's a 16-point game with 3:16 to go. Quigley, the free throw up and good. Shoots another.
So Quigley enters the stat sheet with his first point of the night.
Second one coming. That's up and good. So Quigley makes it a 61-47 game. Down here, Lucy was chasing it as it goes out of bounds. Reeves will bring it up with 3:07 to play. Late second quarter, no score, Steelers and Bengals. Here it's 61-47, a three from Menifee. I'm starting to think Jake could hit a three at this point. In the backcourt, coming across the line, Foal. Foal steps inside, backs it out, takes a look, drives to the free throw line. Then it is off glass for McElroy.
McElroy, an excellent second half here.
He has 18, and he grabs the loose ball. Foal gets it back, 2.5 to go. 63-47. Trumbull looking like they are going to sweep the officials versus cancer battle of Trumbull as we get a whistle. And that's going to go on Jack Mulder, his second, the junior.
Haven't seen too many people actually leave yet, but a couple people getting their jackets, head to the door, a little more activity going on in the concourses up there.
I just never like seeing people leave early, and I understand why. You're beating traffic and this and that, and sometimes you just don't want to see the other team win. But in high school sports, I have a little bit of an issue with it. Here's the free throw from Foal, and it has nothing to do with the fact that I have to be here to the very end.
Yeah.
I just like seeing the students, the athletes, get the credit they deserve and the round of applause from everyone who stays around. You don't like to see them look at empty grandstands as the evening ends.
Exactly. I think it is something they deserve. You're absolutely right.
And this is a night where a lot of people deserve applause.
Definitely, whether that's players, coaches, the event staff, the staff of your Fairfield U, that's really everybody.
I know Chris Lindwall had a lot to do with this event becoming a reality, but of course Steve Tobich and his Trumbull Eagles in the girls game, they won 42-23 earlier tonight. Did Trumbull beat St. Joseph, and here in the nightcap we've got a big lead for Trumbull, 65-47 with 2:19 to go.
Absolutely, and Chris Lindwall's foundation, the Dennis Lindwall Foundation, rather, obviously a huge supporter and beneficiary of this event as well. Chris definitely, as you said, played a major role in last year originally in becoming, making this event a reality. And what an event it has become.
It was a fun night. And our thanks to both the ADs and everybody here at Alumni Hall for making us feel comfortable. Could not have been more accommodating to us. The last time we were in this building, it was an adventure. Tonight, no problems. Across the line comes Telfer as we're down to the final 2:10. He gets to the free throw line, goes to the far sideline, gives it off to Eller. Eller now to Menifee. Menifee back to Eller, uses the foot fake, steps inside, has it go out of bounds. It'll stay with St. Joseph. 2 minutes to go, 65-47.
The St. Joe's security guards head over to the right side of the stands for whatever reason.
And that's not because they're looking for trouble. They're just looking to get everybody out of here and keep their eyes on things. As it's put home and a foul, Telfer will head to the line. And the security staff reminding the Trumbull fans, you are not running out onto the court. Don't get the idea, in part because I don't want the equipment getting hammered.
That's true.
I got bags right here. Mike King won't let that happen, though.
Of course not. I don't think he heard you for the compliment, but
he doesn't need to hear the compliment. I know it, and he knows it, as the extra point is put home by Telfer. 65-50, 1:52 remaining. Across the line, send it all the way down to the baseline, through Trumbull.
Actually, that looks like it was Timon Williams.
It was. Williams, the freshman, gets his first two.
Another two for Telfer.
67-52. As we are down to the final 120. This falls underneath. They fight for it. Coming back with it is Menifee. Now, of course, there are realities in this game. And very interesting to see that Nemchek is back in. As Menifee gets around them, goes off glass. No good. It was a little strong. And the rebound by Jack Lynch. Down to the final minute. the realities to this is, as much as this was for charity, remember, these are still regular season games. The wins and losses count. This was not an exhibition. To the far sideline it goes. Pull-up jumper is good.
There's David Case on the jumper, rather.
And a timeout with 37 remaining, 69-52. It's all Trumbull.
Yeah, Rob, looks like this is all but over. 17-point deficit. There have been some crazy things in sports, but I don't think anything to the likes of this.
A minor fist pump from the play-by-play announcer. A Chris Boswell 39-yard field goal. Pittsburgh 3, Cincinnati nothing. That will please the person wearing the Steelers jersey about 4 rows up behind the opposite press table, scorer's table, if you will.
Talk about tensions. I'm watching a video popped up on my timeline here. Rob's looking at it now of a Bengals player just getting smacked around by the Steelers.
I saw that as well. I believe, I'm trying to remember, I saw who it was. There was a coach getting into it.
That looks like Pac-Man Jones. I'm trying to freeze it there, and I think it is.
To the far sideline with 22 to go. Here's a deep 3. That is no good. They'll fight for it with 17 to go. And it'll be taken back and not dribbled out by the Eagles just yet. Capello does bounce it around. It's turned over and taken away, as this will be laid up. No good. The putback is good as time expires. And the ball game is over with the final score 69-54. What a night.
What a couple of games are. I was just about to say that, yeah. What a phenomenal, obviously we would have hoped the games would have been a little bit closer, but I think, you have to be satisfied that we saw some good games. Although the score didn't reflect it, I think we saw some highly emotional games, obviously, and some good basketball being played, definitely, on both parts.
Well, the bottom line was a lot of money will go to charity. Absolutely. And you try to bring a town together, and Telfer and Nemchek getting together and hugging. So these guys certainly competitive on the floor, but going to try to make the best of it now that the game is over. Final score from here at Fairfield's Alumni Hall. Trumbull gets the win. They win both games tonight. Here in the boys' game, they win over St. Joseph 69-54. We'll take a timeout and come back to Alumni Hall after this. You're watching the FCAC on the HAN Network.
When you experience a sports injury, you want to get better and fast. Coastal Ortho Express gives you direct access to orthopedic care quickly. Their physicians are fellowship trained in sports medicine at world-class universities and are also team doctors for area football teams. For specialized personal care of sports injuries, go to Coastal Ortho Express. Open Monday through Saturday in the iPark Building, 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk, or coastalorthoexpress.com. Coastal Orthopedics, keeping you on the move.
Here at the Darien Sports Shop, we are very excited about our newly redesigned men's department. Gentlemen, if you're shopping for work, weekend, or wedding, we've got the latest styles and trends inside our spacious new department just for you. We have vast selections from Peter Millar, Vineyard Vines, Johnny O, Duckhead, Barber, and so much more. And you can even walk out of the store in the new Wolverine 1,000-mile men's boot. Conveniently located with free and easy parking at 1127 Post Road, Darien, Connecticut, or shop us online at dariensport.com.
I really wanted something that felt like a home. Coming from a big house, I wanted the feel of a home as opposed to a condo. The construction is incredible, whether it's the floors, the fireplace, the moldings, the lighting. It's as peaceful as my home was in the middle of the woods. It feels like a house. It does not feel like a condo or a townhome. I feel like I'm in my house.
Do you do a lot of running around but get nowhere when you're buying a car? Visit Pamby Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram for the one-stop buying experience and stop spinning your wheels.
Well, there's still a bite out on the water. Most anglers have decided to stow the gear for the winter. Just because Mother Nature isn't cooperating doesn't mean you can't see the latest models of all your favorite gear. With 2 convenient locations, it couldn't be easier to get your fix of summer. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, or on the web, dockshop.com.
I'm Kate Chaplinsky. Join us for Coffee Break, weekdays at 11 to get the latest Connecticut news, weather, high school sports, and more. News doesn't get any more local than on Coffee Break on the HAN Network.
You are watching the HAN Network, and you're not alone. Nearly 500,000 viewers enjoyed our broadcasts in the first 5 months. Advertise on the network that reaches Fairfield County, Connecticut's most engaged audience. Contact Jessica Murrin, Advertising Director, at 203-273-7312 or email jessica@han.network.
Welcome back with Jake Zimmer. I'm Rob Adams. It was an all-Trumbull night, but it was an all-Trumbull High School night.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously, like I said earlier, we would have liked some more competitive games in terms of the score, but I mean, I personally thought that, we saw 2 phenomenal games. I think you'd have to agree with me on that.
I like the energy in the building. You'd like to see, as you said, more competitive. Certainly it was marred ever so slightly by what happened down to our right at one point, but it never got out of hand. No ejections. That surprised me, but no ejections, and seemed like in the end everybody played nice.
Yeah, as has been the theme the entire broadcast tonight, emotion is good. When it gets out of hand and uncontrollable, it's not. And I think the officials did a great job of kind of getting everything together, saying, okay, listen, this does not fly. And from there, we saw a pretty clean basketball game, but the aggressiveness was still there, and the physicality was still there.
Jack Moore led the way with 20 points for the Eagles. He was followed up by Johnny McElroy, who had 18 after that. It went all the way down to 8 for J.J. Full. For the Cadets, they were led by Cam Menifee with 12, as well as Omar Telfer had 11. So it just didn't go right for St. Joseph in either game, but it's, as I said toward the end of the game, still counts in the standings, so you still have to factor that in, but it was a good night and a lot of fun playing your crosstown rivals and friends.
Definitely. I think this is good foundation for the Cadets. They know what works for them. Cam Menifee and Omar Telfer, definitely the 2 standout players. They got to figure out something that works, and Watts usually, he has a strange pattern of figuring it out eventually. I don't doubt him at all. So.
By the way, when do you go back to Rhode Island?
I'm back on the 24th. I will be joining you guys, definitely.
So we still got to see him a little bit more. They're not used to seeing cameras and microphones down here on the floor of a basketball game, so we're getting run over a little bit, but that's all right. It's a good time.
Of course, absolutely. Nothing but the best.
So that will just about wrap it up. We want to remind you first in game number 1, Trumbull won that first game over St. Joseph by a final score of 42-23. And here in the nightcap, Trumbull gets the win as they knock off St. Joseph 69-54. For Trumbull, they are 5-1 on the year, 2-0 in the FCAC. St. Joseph drops to 1-3 and 0-2, I beg your pardon, in the conference. For our entire team here at Fairfield University, Marty Hersom, Mike Suppy, Bill Bloxham, John Kovach, Sean Saylor, AJ Simonowski, Eric Gendron, Jake Zimmer, I'm Rob Adams. Thanks for joining us for charity and for good basketball. Trumbull wins both games tonight. Game 1 goes to the girls' game, and it was 42-23, Trumbull over St. Joe's. Here in the nightcap, the boys, 69-54, Trumbull over St. Joseph. As we wish you a very good evening, enjoy your weekend, enjoy the NFL. We are back with you with Coffee Break on Monday, as well as more action, diving right back in, more basketball from Stanford on Tuesday as we see some Stanford basketball from there. But for now, we've got the wrap-up sign. Good night from Alumni Hall.
The preceding has been a presentation of the HAN Network, the leader for local news, sports, and entertainment in Fairfield and Westchester counties.